What is this map? Jeez. Well, this is going to be a very interesting map. Look at this. Okay, well, let me first introduce the players, and then we can look at how crazy this map is. So, in the red here, we have Nacho Problem. Hilarious. Playing as the Incas. We'll get their extra llama at the start to eat. Anyway, and then in the teal here, we have Consted. Okay, and he's playing as the Byzantine, which I like. Actually, I had a get match up against a Byzantines player on Megarandom the other day. Help spam, man. It's crazy. But in any case, before we go into talking about the Civ matchup, let's just look at this crazy map here. So both players kind of starting on their little it's kind of an island in the middle of a, well, I wouldn't call it a lake at this point. It's basically just a moat surrounding it. Both players have some outposts, so at least they will be able to see that they're kind of surrounded by water here. They have berries. Looks like they have one boar, but extra deer, so it will even out. This is why picking Mongols is always nice on Megarandom, because often in case you have more hunt, and that immediately benefits you. Looks like you have a few more sheep than normal, and then 2 tiles of 4 golds, and then 7 tiles of stone. So that's all decent. If you want the rest of the resource, you'll have to expand. The wood lines are kind of small too, but this is the real craziness. Look at this. This is the only connecting point on land between both enemy players and the wider map. Which means that if you get a castle up in this corner here, you control this midpoint, then your opponent cannot reinforce the sides or even get to the sides without building a dock and transporting villagers across. And you do want to expand to the rest of the map, because this is where all the main wood lines are. There's extra stones, there's extra gold, there's relics over there. Also, it's a map that you can control, and it goes all the way around the map like this. So you definitely want to get across this moat. But the thing is, if you lose access to this middle point, well, you're not going to be able to walk there. You'll have to transport there. Now, red is going to drop a dock. And the thing is, when you see water, often case you want to dock because the fish. In Megarandom, though, you have to scout it first, because you never know, is there going to be fish in this pond? And unfortunately for red, it's only shorefish. Shorefish, is already tricky to gather from with fishing ships. So I'm not sure if investing in fishing ships here is going to pay off for him. Now, of course, he can sail through this icy part, so you can at least get all the way around. It's going to be really hard to wall this off. You can wall off the sides, but then you can just still transport around. That's not a problem. But anyways, this could be a very crazy map here, where we might see one player trying to control the middle here. One player that might, well, he's red is already going to fish. He's going to find out now. Oh, there's no deep fish because there's no deep water. Unfortunately for him, that's a bummer. It's too bad. But perhaps you might make a transport and do some other shenanigans with that. It's not like you're stuck when the middle is locked to you, but it's going to make your game a lot more difficult. Now, let's have a look at the civs, shall we? So, Incas first. It's, people see it as the meme civ, kind of, because of the Nobu rush and stuff. Not so much anymore, because they took away the blacksmith upgrades affecting villagers in feudal age. So they're just generic villagers now, unfortunately. Now, that doesn't mean that Incas are completely useless now. They're more a jack of all trades kind of meso civ. They can do a bit of everything. And slingers, that's a unique unit that they can make. Actually a very decent anti-infantry unit. I would say maybe even better than hand cannoneers almost. Except that hand cannoneers don't have a minimum range, whereas slingers do, unless you get the unique tech. I like how Teal is already scouting around here. He now notices, okay, red's over here. So he'll know what the map looks like roughly. And that this middle control is going to be very important. Red's also scouting with a sheep. That's odd. In any case, Byzantines, I like Byzantines a lot because, you have that trash spam. You're also gonna go to gold now, so what kind of shenanigans would that be? Might be going into some men-at-arms, perhaps? We'll have to see what this villager is going to go do. In any case, I like Byzantines because, you know, you have the cheap trash, that's always nice. You have a quick, or a cheaper imperial age cost, so you can go, you know, faster to imperial age. You also get town watch for free nowadays, so more vision, that's sweet. You'll see as soon as he goes up to the feudal age that, you know, his vision is this now, but as soon as he gets there, town watch, boom, we'll see the entire island. Very nice. I like that tweak a lot. It's very, you know, it's small, but it's, wait. I thought you couldn't build on ice terrain. What kind of ice terrain is this then? Because those are clearly on the ice. Can you build a castle in the middle here then? Can ships pass through this then? I'm really confused now. That's weird. I thought you couldn't, like, if you're on Ghost Lake, that's the whole point. You can't build on the middle terrain. That's more difficult to reinforce. Well, that's odd. Anyways, both players clicking up to the next stage. Teal is on gold. Has also made a dock for some fishing ships. Again, I'm not really sure if it's worth the investment. You can even send villagers to get the shore fish at this, you know, at this rate. But I mean, it's extra food. You know, might be worth it. You can always go into fish traps if you really need to, but that's expensive. Definitely not something that players are going to be thinking about right now. Red is trying to push in the deer, but the deer is totally trolling him. We've all been there, Red. It's a pain. Those ibex, they don't listen. They don't listen at all. Now, Steel does make it to the feudal age here, and I think but just both players are just gonna go fast castle. That's makes most sense. You will have some TC idle time here because the blacksmith is not going to be up in time. Or is it? No, he didn't click the villagers in time enough then. Red doing the same? Yeah, Red doing the exact same. Yeah, I guess both players were like, you know, just... We feel very safe. It's going to be hard to pressure this. But imagine if Red had made some archers, right? And make a transport ship and just transport it over and just gotten into the wood line or the gold. That would have been a disaster for Teal. So I guess both players are lucky that they both decided to go for a fast wait, actually. Yeah, there you go. I was already wondering where did Red's food go, but there he goes. So Teal will get there first. But I'm not really sure what both players are going to be going for. Now, because this mode is around both the opponents, you could maybe make navy and force your opponent to stay on his island. And Red is going to quick wall in the villager. Very nice. Saves the villager because Teal was looking for that snipe. Teal's now kind of trapped on his island. He will be able to scout what Red is doing. Red doesn't have scouting on Teal, does he? No, he doesn't. He doesn't know anything about Teal's base. At least Teal does have this vision, which is really nice. Red didn't actually eat this sheep. That's funny. Yeah, so I'm not sure like if that would be worth it, you know, if you make navy to surround your opponent and basically make it impossible for them to ever move out, you know. Now, of course, fire ships with Byzantines have that extra range, so they're better at sniping stuff on the shoreline. And Teal does find Red's dock here. Yeah, he sees it now, so he can snipe the fish, which weren't doing too much for Red. Wouldn't have been doing much for Red beyond this shore fish anyway. So fishing ships are gonna go down. I don't think Red's gonna fight for water even. Teal is making navy, so I think he's really thinking about controlling the water here while booming away on a second town center. Let's see what Red's approach is. Yeah, Red also immediately dropping a town center, so I guess both players are just going to be booming. Red on 3, Teal on 2, because he doesn't have the wood yet. He's been investing in ships, of course. I don't think Red's even going to fight for water, which might be a mistake. You do not want to get surrounded on this island there. Like, especially when there's so much other stuff to expand to. Like, there's a lot of extra resources on the side of the map. So if Teal manages to lock Red down in his own base, might be really good for Teal. But Red will have a Vil lead because he will be on 3 town centers and Teal will only be on 2. The Vil count is completely even right now, so save that Teal has 2 less villagers than Red, but he has 2 fishing ships, so... Where are they right now? Oh, they're over here. Well, I do like that he has redocked around this island, because at least then the fishing ships can still take the shore fish from everywhere. So that's, you know, help bring in that extra food a bit. I like that. And Red stock's just gonna go down here. Red not really bothering the fight, but is kind of getting surrounded already by Teal. You know, without a dock he can't make a transport ship. And all Teal has to do now is block the entrance here with some army or a castle of sorts. Yeah, you now see that Red starting to get a Vil difference here. It's four villagers ahead now. Now you just have to wait until that eco pays off. I'm not really sure who I favor in the late game. I guess that really depends on your army composition, because Incas have they have elite eagle warriors. They have Kamayuk too, which are situationally very good. They have the slingers. I think they have... Do they have arbalests? I think they do. Of course, no cavalry, but I mean, this is a pretty closed map anyways. And Teal's gonna wall this in. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about controlling the island with navy and then just walling in his opponent. And ships can go across this ice terrain then. Oh, well, we already knew that, but hadn't pointed it out yet. This is gonna make it very difficult for Red to escape here. These walls are now his own prison. Interesting approach. He's only now dropping that second town on the stone, so I think he wants a castle too. And that's the thing. I think if Byzantines can get to strong Cataphracts, that might be really, really strong here. And Teal gonna send some villagers out, expanding to the outer rim. I like this a lot. Diversifying your economy. Red cannot, like, one push. Like, if Red is thinking about doing a single strong land push to Teal's base, these side bases are going to help Teal survive the pressure like that. So it's always good to expand your economy. That's also a 4th town center for Teal, so he really wants to catch up in the boom here. He is 10 villagers behind. Actually, it's 14 villagers, minus the... if you don't count the fishing ships. And I think he might actually want another town center up here in the other corner. And that will give him access to both sides, so... I mean, I like that approach long term. Like, in the long term, it's going to be way better for Teal because of the map control he's taking right now, of the encirclement of Red's base. But if Red is able to take that, for example, perhaps go to Imp a bit earlier than Byzantines, it's funny, and push Teal's main base, might be a good chance for him still. But the longer he waits, the stronger Teal will get. His Teal will be on 5 town centers now. It's already cheaper for him to go to Imperial Age. So, I don't know. That might be... It's risky what Red does. Red is definitely giving up a lot of map control like this, which I said might be dangerous, and Teal is taking that other approach. But it's let's see, 57 villagers for Teal, 70 for Red. Oh, little axe spike. And Red getting wheelbarrow. Okay, he's gonna drop a castle here. And Teal's actually stonewalling this. Wow, he really wants to keep it safe. Well, that castle will at least help him break out here. And keep this open too. There might actually be Teal who will be cut off from his expansion now. Yeah, castle coming up. Barracks too, so that tells me Eagle Warriors. That might be a faster choice to break in here than any other military. Yeah, Teal's scared of this, so he's going to wall up more. I don't think you're going to be able to finish the stone wall if you don't send more villagers. And of course, this castle can just shoot it down. So I get Teal's plan here, but he has to keep Red contained. already expecting to lose these houses to forward aggression, so he's rebuilding them in the sides. I like that. The castle will go up, and I think Red wants to go up to Imperial Age, and that was the thing. Teal will be booming. He will be making more villagers. Wallville does go down, so there's still a hole here, hole there. So this wall is completely useless now. Unless you're going to finish it. Oh, Teal, you're funny. Well, if the wall does go up, it will slow down Red a bit. But look, he's just shooting down the wall, you know. At this rate, you'll probably have to stonewall the sides like this and stonewall over here out of the range of the castle. Otherwise, it doesn't really work. And all this stone spent on this wall will delay Teal from getting a castle. Now, Red has clicked up to the next stage. It's going to attack into Elite Eagle Warriors. Teal doesn't have anything to protect his base right now. Like, both players have been investing very little into military, focusing on economy instead. Which, given the map, makes a lot of sense, you know. But Red is getting to that point where he has a solid economy. Has 89 villages, the same amount as Teal. Teal will not be up to Imperial Age anytime soon because he's investing a lot of food into getting villagers. So he has to protect his base from the push that will be coming from Red now. Ooh, and then the castle could still range the villager. It's gonna be. I don't think you're gonna be able to wall this up like this. It's not gonna work. If you're gonna wall, might as well just wall over there. I mean, if Red wants to take back a bit of water control, all he has to do is just castle the shoreline or tower the shoreline, get some docks up, transport, and then he can go wherever he wants. Or even better, convert Teal's navy, and then Teal's navy can't actually do anything anymore. Yeah, Teal's really scared about this. He knows that the Elite Eagle Warriors are going to be coming, and he's going to see Imperial Age here in a second. That's probably going to... yeah, it's probably going to force him to quickly go up to the next stage too. Yeah, he's idling his town centers now. Yeah, he wants to click up right now. He has to as well. And still, she's still trying, but he's still within the range of that castle. Hilarious. Well, I mean, Teal still does have a slight economy lead, but he's not actually that far ahead in Vil count if you think about it. It's 105 villagers, 107, I mean, versus 103. So it's, Red is slightly behind. Actually got some conversion on a fire ship. I like that. That gives him the opportunity to redock and make a transport ship if he wants to. Now, the thing with Teal's economy is that it is pretty spread out, so it's not like Red can just raid all of it at once, but it's all exposed. Teal has no army, and if he wanted to go into Cataphracts, which would be awesome against Elite Eagle Warriors, you still need the castles, and there's a hole now. Yeah, so Teal, even tacking into fortified walls, he really needs to keep these eagles out. They're going to be coming in real soon here. There's still a spot here that they could break through. Now, these castles are going to help a lot. If you castle over here, then it's unlikely that they'll break through. So, it's not like Red's push is guaranteed to succeed here. All the walls do delay Red a bit. And Teal's going to try to wall up the side. Now, the thing is, Red has not been outside of his island pretty much all game. So he, knows nothing about Teal's base. So he's going to try... He'll have to break through these houses here, but it's going to take forever. And there is a castle up there, too. So I think Teal will be fine here. If he stonewalls behind this, there's no way that Red is going to get in here without siege. And the Cataphracts will shred the Elite Eagle Warriors. Cataphracts are really good. I also like the walls over there to keep Red from expanding or running into the left eco. Trying to do the same thing over here, but the monk could convert his villager if Red's paying attention to this. Yeah, and he is. Very good. And now he knows that there's a hole here. So I would immediately send your elite eagle warriors this way. And also the fact that there's one red villager now means you could actually build a town center and expand. Which is funny. Trebuchet coming out for red, of course, but it's 2 castles versus 1. Teal is in the Imperial Age now. He's been making Cataphracts, though, not trebuchets. Doesn't have the wood for it yet. Luckily for him, it's Byzantine castles, so they have a lot of extra HP. So they're not going to go down that easily. Red is now finally sneaking out some villagers to expand to the right, and he wants to castle drop. He is castle dropping Teal on the right here. Also gathering a relic, very nice. Actually took the score lead too. Economy-wise, it's completely even. I guess Teal, despite having more town centers, hasn't been able to keep them producing consistently. So in the end, it didn't really pay off that much. And now he's going to drop a counter castle to try to stop this castle from going up. But I think it's already... Red sent enough villagers, it's already halfway. So this castle will go up. And then the question is, will Teal's castle even go up? I think it will. I don't think this castle ranges this the last village here quite yet. Not without fletching. I think Teal will be fine here. Castle does go up, so at least it will be stalemate. Red, you gotta garrison your villages here, mate. Red, okay, you got it. Yeah, and red, that's it's 3 trebuchets now, but 2 for the Teal player. And Teal's using transport ships. I love it. Because he lost control of the middle. So he has to use transport ships now, which... You know, all these walls make it so difficult to get ships through here. The castles will range, stuff like that. So I like this a lot, just evacuating your economy a bit. He's already taken most of the resources there now. He's probably going to expand into the left side, mostly. The right side, though, is contested. Red already has a trebuchet out, can start trapping down his castle, and Teal will have to get his own trebuchets, which he is getting. But, oh boy... Logistica coming in. That is insane. These Cataphracts are going to shred. If they're elite and they have all their upgrades, it's going to be awesome. Because that is what they do. Yeah, you can make pikemen whatever you want. That halberdier is not going to help you. This is the only cavalry unit that consistently can beat any kind of infantry. And look how fast those eagle warriors went down there. These babies have trample damage now. That's going to be insane. This army of elite eagle warriors is not going to do anything against that. You need to get a lot of halberdiers out before you want to beat Cataphract. Of course, what can Byzantines do? They can spam their own helps at the same time. Now, Teal does have to tack into that first. That might take a bit. He already has the attack upgrade, so it should be fine. Red is finally expanding to the east here. He's mainly chopping stone here. So a lot of his villagers are not really helping with the economy. That's like a fifth of his economy that is on stone right now. He's doing his best to try to keep this castle up. It's 2 traps firing versus 1. So I think Red's castle probably goes down here first, and then you can just make a Cataphracts and snipe the trebuchet. Ooh, but at the same time, we have a fight over here. Halberdier in front, Cataphracts over here. They're not elite yet. It's a really expensive upgrade. And a castle going down. Ooh, Teal's under pressure here. Now the elite eagle warriors run in, but ooh, the halberdiers are all down, and the Cataphracts are still alive. Just look at the HP going down for the red player. Just look how crazy this is. They just melted. Cataphracts are such a sick unit. If you can actually get the upgrades, which is really expensive, they're awesome. Yeah, and Red's not making elite eagle warriors now. He's making halberdiers, which is a better choice, but still, they die so fast. If Teal can get his... he just needs to keep his castles up, and he's working his way towards the trebuchets. Red is trying to keep them up. Is trying to defend them with the halberdiers, but the Cataphracts are in now. They're going to snipe one trap. Are they going to snipe another one? I think so. Another one going down. The third one going down, and the castle stays up. That was really important for Teal there. The score switches again as Red is kind of losing ground. He's losing his castle down here. He wants to drop another one, but Teal could simply just make Cataphract kill this. trying to get a barracks in the right here, but that's the thing. Teal has established eco on all sides. You know, he's been entrenched over there, and red just really not, really not able to do much there. Now Teal did lose a lot of his cataphracts here. He's finally getting the elite cataphract upgrade, which will make these even stronger. If you look at the text here or the stats, boom, more HP, which is exactly what they need. Trebuchet finally going down, so this castle stays up, which is important. Teal really needs to keep his castles up. It's Cataphracts that can get him the win here. Cataphracts slaughtering the villagers over here. The villagers are bunched up too. That doesn't help either. And yeah, this castle is not going to go up like this. No helps to defend yet. Red is sending his halberdiers to the middle instead of trying to help villagers get this castle up. So all the villagers are going down. It's just that the cataphract numbers are very low yet. He only has 2 castles to produce them from, and he has to keep those up. And in the long run, halberdier versus cataphract not cost effective for the cataphract. And an entire exodus of red villagers here. So many villagers running around the shoreline trying to get to the other side. Crazy. And red is also spamming some halberdiers into Teal's economy. I like that. There's nothing to protect them here. It's gonna castle that too. Teal is losing control of the right side here. I don't think he's gonna be able to hold on to this. I think he should be on stone here. You need way more castles. You need you get your cataphract production up, and perhaps spam your own halberdiers. You know, he has enough wood and food here. It's not like that's not possible. I like the bombard cannon addition too. Snipe enemy traps, perhaps. But yeah, that's the thing. Cataphracts, they destroy helps, yes, but in the long run, it's not cost effective because red can spam this forever. You know, he's at 200 pop, almost. He will be in a sec. He has 62 helps on the field. Ooh, as Teal losing some trebuchets. That's sloppy. Teal. He's not paying attention. Ooh, that sucks. Because now he can't push this castle back. Loses the control here. Yeah, he just realized. That's a pity. Yeah, he just needs to get his own helps out. Just to counter you know, his halberdiers will be worse than the Inca ones. Yes, but it'd be a nice meat shield, you know? Just something to spam. And they're cheaper with Byzantines too, so... Yeah, slightly losing momentum a bit here. Now, red is getting firm control off the right side here now. Has 3 castles. It's going to be very difficult for Teal to push here. Yeah, you can't just send in 1 trebuchet. It will just get killed by the halberdiers. Yeah, so I think Teal... He has a good number of cataphracts here. You just need something in front of them. Just halberdiers, just something to spam against... the red spam, and then red wouldn't have any answer because he isn't making anything that can kill the cataphract like this. Definitely not one-on-one. Look how fast the eagle warriors go down. These are elite eagle warriors. They have all the upgrades pretty much, and they go down that fast. It's crazy. Cataphracts fully upgraded are a sick unit, but you know they're so expensive. Halberdiers are not. So the irony is that. And that's what I found yesterday too. I had the elite Mangudai full upgrades, but you can't beat a help spam. When there's 100 halberdiers running at your 40 Mangudai, your 40 Mangudai can't defeat that. You have to keep running away, and that's very micro-intensive. So you need something in front. As red's just gonna run in with halberdiers over here. Teal did get this castle, and I like that. So no Kamayuk for you, red. When it's only a few halberdiers like this, it's cost effective to take the fight with the cataphracts. Like, because they kill so fast for trample damage, you know? Like, look how much damage they do to halberdiers. It's just when you get a swarm, that's when they're dangerous. And Teal will just have to defend with town centers here for now. We'll be able to push over here, taking a big fight over here. Halberdiers still melting a lot though. Cataphracts are so sick. Slowly pushing back Teal here. Teal doesn't have the numbers over here to fight this at all. That's still 25 Cataphracts on the field, he might be able to snipe the trebuchets using his bomber cannons also. He does lose one to the castle there. Red actually focus firing it. If he's paying attention again, he might get another one. Yeah, gets another one. That's very good for red. But Teal using his Cataphracts to snipe the trebuchets. Loses some Cataphracts here though. Like I said, long run, not cost effective. But in small engagements, you can take that. But yeah, red is just going to spam halberdiers and halberdiers and halberdiers. Lost all of his halberdiers over here. That was just a raid, really. Taking a fight over here again. The Cataphract numbers are dwindling here. Red is on a timer here. Especially because Teal's on a timer. Because red does have the resources to continue spamming halberdiers forever. All that he's lacking is gold, really. So he can't make eagles. It's only halberdiers. Imagine if Teal attacks into his own halberdiers. It would be great. Because then it neutralizes what red can do. Red not at gold at all. Doesn't even see that gold. He does. Yeah, he just doesn't. He doesn't care, I guess. Trying to keep this castle up, but it's 3 trebuchets. So I think this castle should go down before the halberdiers can stop this. Need 2 more shots. 3 more shots. Close. There you go. Boom. Castle down. That's all expensive. Even though red is Incas and the castles are cheaper. He's just gonna drop another one. Oh, red. Steel has gold and food. He can spam Cataphracts all day. You know, gonna build another castle over here. I like it. He will have 4. I will have 3 castles again then, so he can get his numbers up because that was really the big problem, the numbers. And eventually these Cataphracts will die. And look at Red's villagers on the wood line. Imagine if you can send just a few Cataphracts in here. Imagine that, the massacre that it would be. Red's economy is so bad right now. Half his economy is idle. So he's gonna run out of resources here soon. Building all these barracks and losing them is actually pretty expensive if you don't have consistent wood income. Teal might close it out here. Okay, red's gonna send his entire horde of villagers to this one wood line. Okay, he's at least gonna split them up. Very good, red. That's because otherwise it would not be efficient whatsoever. Teal cannot really stay here. There's too many halberdiers now. Not enough Cataphracts. The numbers are too low. So I think instead run into red's economy because red doesn't really have anything defending his economy right here. You gotta kill it at the source. Those 40 farms. That's what is fueling that help spam. Teal is losing his trebuchets now. That's unfortunate. Also his Cataphracts. And Red's not giving up. He wants to keep this corner. Here are these wood lines. That gold, if he's actually going to take it. But for now, I'm going to stick with halberdiers. And I think that's your best bet because... Thank you for the follow, Lunar. I think that is his best bet. Because you saw that. The Elite Eagle Warriors, like, look how fast they died. There's no chance. No way. I guess the only thing he can do here is just keep spamming and spamming and spamming until Teal runs out of gold. At that point, I kind of need to know how many relics does Teal have. Does Teal have another monastery here? He does not. He isn't gathering relics, so that might actually be important. I think Red did gather relics. Let's see. He has at least one. Gonna castle his town now. I like that. You gotta defend that. Going to ting this town center down. Well, Red has now definitively conquered the right. Gonna drop another castle. My god, it's only with Incas, man. It's like, it's because castles are so much cheaper. And I like that Teal's stonewalling this off to stop Red from expanding over there. He's also stonewalling, yeah, behind Red's stone wall there. I just love how Red has nothing on gold right now. Like, the only gold income he has is relics. That's it. Well, the bombard cannons are running forward. If I were Teal now, wall this off. Red can't reinforce. Like, see, now he can send halberdiers, but if you wall this up, then he can't reinforce his main base. And there's only a few barracks here. That'd be so clutch. Defending a choke point actually helps the Teal player right now. Look at that. And all the halberdiers going down. Yeah, just stonewall it up. Imagine if he does that. That'd be so sick. But yeah, now the bombard cannons are rolling into Red's base, and there's not much he can do about it. You know, all his production buildings are over here. All Theo has to do is kind of hold this position. There is a lot of Cataphracts here again. Now, you have to make sure you don't lose your bombard cannons, though. That is a concern for Teal, for sure. And Red will be trying to spam in here, but as long as there's more Cataphracts than Pike and Halberdiers, then the Halberdiers don't stand a chance. They die so fast they can't even do damage. Teal's focusing down his castle. Red is running out of food here. Like, he had 2,000 food just before, now he's below 500. So he's spamming now, but yeah, the spam is going to end here, and Red already sees what will happen here, and he's going to call it GG. What a crazy game. That was exactly what I was hoping it was going to be. Center control being very important, but also expansion to the outer rim. And, you know, Red, even though he's stuck on his island for most of the game, did manage to control one half of the map with some painful fighting there. But yeah, Teal tacking into the right unit. Cataphract was what I would have gone for too with Byzantines. It's such a sick unit if you can get the elite upgrade and the Logistica. They massacre infantry. Even Halberdiers. Now, I would have added my own Halberdiers to that if I were Teal, especially when you have that economy. You know, that would have finished this game off a bit quicker, because now Red was able to take okay trades in the long run, withering down the Cataphract numbers. But yeah, was not able to stop this assault on his main economy. He didn't move his farmers, so GG indeed. That's 404 halberdiers that Red made. It's crazy. And you thought that the Byzantine player was going to spam trash. Player's looking very good with the economy. Yeah, just look at this KD. Oh man, that's Cataphracts for you. You don't see them often, but when you do see them, but then you do see that Red was very good at pushing buildings. You know, like he was pushing the base, like was actually pushing Teal's base. Teal, there were a few moments where I thought that Teal was in trouble. You know, when Red had triple the military on the field. And Teal had barely anything but to defend his own base, you know. It was a bit tricky, but the better wooden food economy for Red here, that makes sense. At some point, he wasn't even mining gold anymore. You can tell it's 10,000 gold difference here. Crazy. Okay. Look at this. Less stone for Red, but he was the one making so many castles. I want to see what's the castle though. Wait, only 4? No, there you go, 9. 9 castles. Only Incas. Anyway, let's look at the APM. Okay, well, Red seems like the faster player there, especially at the end. A lot of military control there.